You're all set up, and now it's time to go good night. I'm going to show you how to bring down the Murphy bed in our 2306. First thing you'll do is drop down this sofa, so pull forward slightly on the back, grab the corner here and lift up on the bottom, and it will come down. There are two clips holding in the Murphy bed here, so we'll pull the clips off. Walk around to the sides. You don't have to step on the sofa. Once you've pulled the clips off, just grab this and pull it down. There are little shocks that assist you in lowering it. And you've got your bed. Remove these clips here, which hold the pillows and the sheets in place, and you are ready to sleep. To put it back up, you simply reverse the process, put the clips back in place, raise the bed, push it back up, and when you're traveling, simply put the clips back in place. And then to put the sofa back, you'll raise the back slightly, assist it with the front, and lower it down. And there you have it. Now let's walk through the use of the bathroom in the 2306. The first thing to note is that all lights in the fan are operated by this wall switch inside the door, but also by switches on the lights themselves and on the fan. So if you turn the switch on the fan or the light and it does not work, be sure to come back and ensure that the switch on the wall is in the on position. The max air fan in the ceiling will only come on when the vent is open. Open the vent by turning this knob counterclockwise and adjust the speed of the fan by turning that knob. That fan will help exhaust humidity when you're showering, as well as any gas that is burned by the water heater that might make your CO2 monitor go off. The toilet is filled by slightly depressing the foot pedal, enough to fill the toilet but not open the valve on the bottom. Once you've done your business, you fully depress the pedal and it drains out the bottom. We want to be mindful of the amount of water we're using, particularly if we are not hooked up to full hookups with sewer. If you are doing number one, simply use the toilet without filling it with water and depress the valve for just a moment to clean it out, to clean the toilet out. If you're doing the big job, you can fill the toilet first with water, then fully depress the valve to empty the toilet. The sink works similar to your sink at home. And this is your tub/shower, which also works similarly to your unit at home. Also be mindful to conserve water when using the shower. If you're not hooked up to full hookups with sewer, you can turn on the water, adjust it to your preferred temperature, turn on the shower, and once you're using the shower, you can soak yourself, and while you're lathering up, you can turn the shower head off by pushing on that button to save water, and when you're ready to rinse, you can turn it back on by pressing the button the other way. And then simply turn it off when you are done. Here's how we use the stove and the oven in the 2306. We fold up the cover and it becomes a backsplash. To light the stove, choose what burner you want to use, move that knob to light, and then turn the top burner spark knob to the right. It will click and that burner will light. If it does not light, ensure that the propane tanks on the tongue of the trailer are turned on by lifting the white cover and checking the valve. To turn on the oven, you will need a lighter. So open the oven door, push on the knob and turn to pilot on. Hold it pushed in and light the pilot in the back of the stove. If the pilot won't come on, you can turn it to, you can start over. And then once the pilot is on and stays lit, set your desired temperature and the burner will light. The foil on the bottom helps make a more even heat so you don't burn the bottom of whatever you're cooking. When you're operating the stove or the burners, it's helpful to turn on the max air fan in the bathroom to help exhaust gas and or to turn on the vent hood fan. If your carbon monoxide detector goes off due to the burning fuel, you reset it by pressing the button to the right down here, below the refrigerator. In the rear driver's side compartment, you'll find this table, this bracket, and a barbecue pit. The table and the bracket mount to the rail next to the entrance door in the camper on the passenger side. Tilt it up, set it on the rail, and let it down, and they will rest there. The table has a fold-out support that'll rest on the side of the camper. This bracket is used to hold the barbecue pit. In the same rear driver's side compartment, you will find the barbecue pit in a large black bag. Remove the barbecue pit from the bag. You'll find this. On each side, there is a channel which will fit over these two support arms. Simply slide the barbecue pit on there, and you can use the small pins that go through those support arms to hold the barbecue in place. To light the barbecue pit, simply put a lighter around the side next to the burner and adjust to your preferred position. But before you do that, you will have to hook it up. There is a small flap here. In there you will find a propane hose with a quick connect. Pull down on the sleeve of that quick connect, push it up onto the receiver on the barbecue pit there, and then turn this to the on position, which is in line with the hose, and then you will be ready to light. We'll now walk through use of the television in the 2306. You have an antenna on the roof of the trailer that can be raised and lowered using this handle. Turn counterclockwise to raise the antenna and clockwise to lower it. Once it is in the raised position, you can pull down on the outer ring and turn it to adjust the direction of the antenna. When traveling, the arrow on the outer ring should face the back of the unit. Once you've got the antenna up, you will turn the TV on using the power button on the remote, which you'll find in the passenger side nightstand in the front of the unit, and then ensure using the source button that the TV is on the right input, and that input should be the TV input. Behind this door in the back of the camper, you'll find the outdoor shower. Just simply unlock the lock, drop it down, uncurl the hose, and you can put the shower head in this holder here. If you are in a site that doesn't have full hookups and doesn't have sewer, you can also use this shower to wash your dishes outside so that you're not storing additional gray water in the tanks in the trailer. And simply take the dish dryer you'll find in the gray container and rest it here, and use the shower head to wash your dishes. When you're finished with the outdoor shower and packing up to leave, simply curl the hose around and close the door and lock it.